Hi, YouTube fans. This is Matt of Post-April 6th YouTube channel. Guess where I am now? I am on the beginning part of East 1st Avenue and Lincoln. We're going to go on a really neat tour of East 1st Avenue for at least 10 blocks. We're going to have fun. We're going to see some really wonderful architecture, some really neat buildings, houses, apartment buildings, commercial buildings, trees, all kinds of good stuff. So let's start the tour now. Even though it's raining, I'm going to do this. Look at that red brick house. I'm getting this done in the daytime before it becomes nighttime. Look at that fence. Look at that house. That's a close-up. That's close by. I'm on the north side of the street. Look at that tree. There's some really good trees in this area of Denver. Oh yeah. It's fun without a doubt. And now we're on Sherman. Look at that house. Look down that way. Yeah. There's the other side of Sherman. Look how tall that building is. Yeah, that building's 11 stories high at least. It's a big one. Look at that alleyway. Yeah. Neat stuff. Now we're near Grant. Street sign is just about to show up. Oh, yep, I think you see it. Vista at Washington. Look at those old houses. Quite a nice sight to see. Oh, this is a neat old style, not Victorian, but nice old style, old school looking house. Yep. I think this was a detached home originally of this house. This was the main house. This is the little detached home. And who lives there? Not my concern. Wow, look at this. You can tell this is new. It was probably recently reconstructed, I'd say in the last 5 to 10 years. And there's 333 East First Avenue. Up here is the north side of Logan. Oh, walk. Oh boy, I better hurry up. The don't walk thing just came up. Look at that. For rent. Ah. Okay, let me back down a notch. There. And get a broader view of everything. Yeah, that house, or excuse me, that building, that apartment building or condos, whichever, whether it's condos or apartments. Huh. There's a free little library. Huh. Nice, nice, nice. Look at these houses. Yeah, those houses were built in the 40s and the 50s. I can tell by the doors and the other designs. Wow. That one's really cool. See? We're on Pennsylvania. Not the Pennsylvania, the state. Not Pennsylvania of Washington, D.C. Pennsylvania Street and First Avenue. Denver, Colorado. Okay, there's a broader view of what First Avenue looks like, or excuse me, what Pennsylvania looks like. Okay. I always cross streets carefully because I don't want to get ran down, run over, and have April 6, 2011 hit me again. The good Lord saved me from death for a reason. Woo, that's a tall one. That house is 3 to 4 stories high. And now we're on Pearl. This is where South Pearl ends and North Pearl begins. Right on the dividing line that separates the North Denver from South Denver. Actually, I stand corrected. We're slightly past the dividing line. Ellsworth is actually the street that separates north from south. Because when you're in on East Ellsworth and Broadway, you're right in the center of Denver, Colorado. Yeah, look at that store. Looks like a nice. Oh, that's a salon. Okay, I was gonna say it's a nice artsy store, but it's a salon. Duh. I misspoke. Look at that tennis court. Here, we're gonna get a better view of it here pretty soon. Even though it's wet, I still want to do this. There's a broader view. That's how tall that building is. Woo! That's one of those type of buildings. It could be an apartment building or it could be a condo. I mean, by the design of it, it could easily go either way. And here's Washington. A late friend of mine, God rest his soul, named Richard Parker, used to live on Washington and about, it was somewhere between 12th and 14th. He was a building manager. But unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. He died in Missouri. Okay, I better cross now before a car comes. Ooh. Look at those. I think that's That's 7 units tied together. The little apartments right over there. See? And here is a nice apartment building that was built in the 50s or the 60s from the looks of it. Okay. I think we're coming up on a park. Woo-wee, that's another big one. Man. I think we're coming up on a public park here. Yeah, we are. I think this might be Placita Alamo. Right over there. Right where that hard ceramic fixture is. There's a big, that's a big one. Yeah, that's about 8-9 stories high, and it's wide. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the other side of the street because this sidewalk pretty much comes to an end on where we're just about to show up, where this one-way sign is. Ooh, brother, that's an old Spanish stucco look. I got a feeling nobody lives there. Yeah, it's not in good shape. I got a feeling it's going to be torn down. It rotted away and really went to pot. Okay, let me look here closely. Better move it. There we go. Okay, now we're on the south side of First Avenue. Look at all that. Yep, we've gone 9 blocks so far, so I'll keep going for a little bit. A little bit longer. I got to cross the street fast. The driver signaled me to go ahead and pass. Yeah, look at that. All those cars, that's Spear Boulevard. That's a busy, busy street in Denver, I tell you. My father, God bless him, he went up and down Spear Boulevard many, many times to come visit with me. Yep. Where he took Spear Boulevard on his way home, and then he turned off on I don't know, I would assume Downing, to get on the highway, get back up to good old Pueblo. Okay, that's a tall one. That's about 5-6 stories high. Look. Here's a neat old building that's coming up. And here we are on Ogden. I love the name. It's got a neat name to it. Ogden. Okay. Look at all them tall pine trees. Woo! That's Ogden. That's what it looks like on the south side. Yeah, you get away from there, Ogden on the north side looks a little different. It's got some similarities to the south side, but it don't look exactly the same. Okay. Well, these are condos. Yeah, those are condos. This is La Fonda. Not like La Fonda, the restaurant that's gone belly up, but you know, La Fonda still is a name. It's popular. Whew. This one's huge. Whoa. That's about 16, 17, 18 stories high. Huge. There's a little more of a close-up of Spear Boulevard. That street is big time. Kind of like the Peter Gabriel song. I'm on my way, I'm making it. Huh. No. So much larger than life. Down. You know. Okay. I believe there's an indoor pool or something over there. Yeah, that's Lion Gates. That's the Lion Gate Apartments. I bet that's a pretty penny to live there. At least $1,400 and up. It ain't cheap. Okay, we're coming up on Downing. Now there's another huge apartment complex upside. That's about 20 stories high at least. That's a pretty tall one. Okay. Ooh, it's getting busy now. Rush hour. Okay, I'm almost ready to pass. Okay, I better gun it. There we go. I don't get the walk signal yet. There we go. Okay. I'm nearing the bus stop, so I can end the vlog. The vlog is nearing the end. Okay. Had to let a bike rider get out of the way, or let him pass by. Well, I sure had a good time filming all of this. And this area, I have been by this area, and I kid you not, between 1976 and the year 2012, and then I can't count 2013 through 2016 because I was living in Pueblo. Between 1976 and 2012, and then from 2016 to 2020, and then from 2022 to the present day, probably over 6,000 times. I kid you not. If it's not 6,000, it's 4,800. So let me do a couple more shots before I end the vlog. That is Denver Country Club golf course. That's the other side of Downing. That's how big the trees are. That's what it looks like from a long view. Now, thank you, everybody, and goodbye.